1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest with us this morning.
And I used to say when it comes to like bloggers, you don't know their faces, but you definitely know these guys' faces.
And the laugh.
Elliot Wilson.
Yeah,
B-Dot, Rap Radar.
Yeah, new improved Rap Radar.
You know what I love doing when I go out with B-Dot? I love telling people that he works at Rap Radar, especially aspiring artists.
You know I hate that shit.
I'm like, you know B-Dot from Rap Radar.
It's like jackpot. It's
And
so
then I-
comfortable. Shit, right?
And then I walk away.
When you walk away, they're like, yo, son, I spit. Can I say you something?
Yo, I socked this kid in the chest. He tried to spit for me. Like, I had to, like, calm him down. Like, he was so excited. He was like, yeah, I'm going to spit for you. I'm going to spit for you. I was like, nah, don't spit for me. He's like, I was like, yo, like, stop. Like, yo, my nigga, like, stop. Like,
Oh, that's right.
like,
Elliot takes boxing.
Don't rap. Like,
Elliot take boxing. So be careful out there.
No, I didn't hit him like, I just hit him like, yo, calm down. They get so excited. But my new thing is I tell people, Brian's the underboss, man. He runs the site now, man. I'm just the overseer, man. I just, I'm trying to tweak things and make it look better, and that's why we redesigned the site. But
You're the
day to
crown
day,
guy.
we got in it. I become the crown guy, right? Yeah.
Last time you came up here, this was right around the time the Source released their list. And you were pretty low on the list last time.
They weren't low, though. He was not low on the
He
list
wasn't
at
number
all.
one like the
He's just
Breakfast
mad that he
Club.
wasn't number
The
one.
Breakfast Club's number
But when
one
we were
every
on that
time.
list before and we were like number 7 or whatever, we were happy.
Well, we number 3. We never been no lower than number 3.
Yeah.
And we've been number 1 every year since that number 3. But
I'm over it.
Yeah.
But now
What
y'all
Jay
created
say?
your own list on the new Rap Radar site.
Yeah, Rap Radar
what you gotta
charts,
do.
man. We want
Charts.
to be the authority on the culture, man. Like, we felt like nobody was really saying, like, these are the albums that people listen to right now. If you're going to go on a car trip, what are the 5 albums right now you're going to listen to? What's important to the culture, Nobody was putting it in context. Like, sites make lists, but it's just to spark conversation and debate. But we was like, let's people wake up and be like, yo, we think Drake got the best album right now. Like, so every day, if you're a rapper, you wake up, you got to wake up to go to Rap Radar and you see that that's your reality. Like, is Pusha T going to knock him out that position? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's, to me, is exciting for us to distinguish ourselves. Like, we don't need validation from these other people. You know what I mean? We know we're the most important and influential site, and we're just going to keep doing our thing. So
Well,
I try to curb
Yeah.
myself from getting upset
Here
anymore
we go.
about that.
He's getting upset now. He's getting upset now.
It's all
I
good.
went
don't
down there
care.
and even
He goes every year, so it's all good.
Irv, let
Susan
John talk.
Lucci.
Irv.
That's a Queens thing. You know we both from Queens.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we
Go
like
ahead,
the
B.
Susan
No, well,
Lucci.
B, let's be clear.
BET Awards,
No,
man.
B-Dot goes to the BT Awards for the free food and the free drinks. All right?
Yes.
He doesn't care
I
about
go
an
to the
award.
concerts for
He
that.
goes to everything for that.
Yeah, I go.
We not lives. That's the same. We live this shit. Like, we in the streets, we're in the tweets, man. We see everything, man.
We in the
Yep.
streets,
Just like
we
you
in the
guys.
tweets. He
Just like
rehearsed
you
that.
guys. Like, we live this shit, man. These other dudes, like, they're not living it like us. Like, so, and I just know what our site and what I do and everything that involved means to the culture. We take it real seriously. Like, and we give credit to other people, but we don't get the same, so we just going for our own. And, like, I'm proud of the way Rap Radar looks now. It needed a remix. I wanted most to know, like, that's still my thing. That's my foundation.
Why'd y'all redo it?
Post XXL. Yeah,
It's
but
been
it's like,
4 years.
I own it,
Been 4 years
Yeah.
since we've been up, so it's time for a change. Change is good sometimes.
Are we
and-
still going to turn it pink on my birthday?
Oh hell no! I hated that. Remember that time, Elliot, when
That's
Angela took it
terrible.
over the
Yeah,
site?
Andrew's doing bad things
And
to our site.
we did
back
like
in
a
the day.
pink wallpaper. It was like pink for like 3 days, and we couldn't take it
Yeah,
down.
we did a lot of whack in the beginning of
That
Rap
wasn't
Radar.
whack. That worked out well. And then we had a poll, who's the cutest rapper?
I think we were like the first website to really incorporate
we
the
did-
streaming, like online
Yeah, we
streaming.
would do like bad streams and getting
Yeah.
drunk with Angela and like corrupt.
And dads and
talking
that was fun.
And
That's
Raheem
a cool-
Duvall came to the office.
What makes y'all want to be more in the forefront now, though? Because, you got the Crown series, you have the Truth. Like, what makes you want to be seen more now?
Well, I think it's B-Dot's growth too. Like, B-Dot's an authority. Like, he has his own relationship with Jay-Z. He has his own relationship with these people. And,
I
like,
can't discuss
and people,
that.
And people care. Now people care about what he thinks too. And he's an underboss. And I just think it just strengthens us to, like, I feel like I do it through social media, and now B-Dot's doing it through Rap Radar, and it's just to kind of make sure people recognize that it's a connection to it.
Yeah,
like,
I think more so now than before, you just can't be a good writer. You can't be a good one thing. You have to be multidimensional. So like now you have to become this, proverbial brand. So, if you see me, you see Elliot, you see, our other guys, the big homie, Don't Hate Be Hated. Sometimes when they come to New York, we're out and about. So you gotta like just diversify yourself.
I love, and now you've made it so that people can leave comments without signing in
Yeah.
to Rap Radar.
We're still working out the
Savages,
bugs.
the animals, yeah.
No, we're still
That's
working out
how
the
World
bugs.
Star was, and I don't know if that worked out.
Shout out to Mac Diesel.
Oh,
It gets a
hell.
little crazy.
Mac is
I go on the comments just to see what Mac Diesel got to
he's-
say.
Mac
No,
Diesel
no,
hates
like,
B-Dot.
This dude's been hating on Rap Radar since day one. Like,
But
he's
he-
our #1 hater. Like,
But he comments on
likes the
every
site. No, you
post.
can tell he
Yeah.
enjoys the site.
but he gets at me. He tears me down in ways that nobody can. Like, yellow ass. fake.
He calls.
You know it's
Jay-Z got so
Charlemagne.
crazy.
I mean, now that we're here, let's just.
Is that you, Charlotte?
You know, Charlotte's
It's
really
Charlotte.
back.
I'm actually way more creative than Mac Diesel.
Yo, Charlemagne said that though. He's like, I'm gonna go and rap it up, leave some negative comments to your
Yeah,
Drake
Wale
interview.
asked me one time, like, yo, who's that guy, Mac Diesel? I'm like, yo, I don't know, but I've kind of got the intel on that.
They even have another person on there named Charlemagne the Dick Rider. You see that person?
They do?
Yes.
Charlemagne's impact on culture, baby.
Yeah.
I like the Crown interviews, but I feel like you're not as objective as you once were when it comes to artists.
He always says this is his favorite
Nah,
thing.
I feel that way because I feel like it seems like
You
sometimes.
want the old wine back?
Yes, 'cause I feel like I can tell who you're trying to get on a Crown interview by who you start tweeting about the most at the moment. And it's never failed.
Elliott?
Really? So who am I trying to get next? If you see the patterns, who am I trying to get next?
I haven't noticed anybody now, but last
Okay.
time it was Drake.
Yeah. No, but Drake's the man right now. Like that was the big promotion
So,
and
Elliot-
marketing. I'm pushing Pusha. Like I like Pusha's album. I fuck with what I fuck with, and I promote and market it. I don't get no check from the labels for it. I don't get no motherfucking side money. But I'm gonna promote my. It benefits me to push Drake if I know I have a product I'm producing with him called The Crown, and I want to sell tickets to that motherfucker. I want as many views on YouTube as I can get in MySpace. I got 1 million views on MySpace.
Make MySpace
Bringing
hot again.
MySpace back. You
Black
know, so
Planet's
yeah,
next.
I'm a master promoter and marketer. I'm relentless. I don't care. Like I'm gonna ride what I ride. I'm not supporting whack. I don't push something that I don't believe in. I like Drake. I think he made the best album of this year. So
So you like his album
I'ma
better than
promote and
Jay-Z's
market.
album?
I think it's a little better. Yeah.
Is there anything you stay
I
away
would
from
have
on your
to
site? Is
disagree.
there anything that you will not do on your site?
Jay's not gonna call
There
me no
goes
more.
there goes that relationship.
right there.
Jay's definitely not gonna hit
You
him.
made a statement one time. You
Hold on,
said
hold
you
on. Is
think
there anything that you won't touch on your site at all? Like it's someone that you stay away from?
Irrelevant motherfucker. Like I think, no, but I don't like it. I think that the blog world, like everybody make everybody feel like they're equal. You know what I mean? Like you're not equal. Like there's levels, like Meek said. Like there's levels.
There
Like
definitely
you
is.
should know your lane. Like sometimes there's a classic lane. Like when you guys were Murder Inc. That's incredible. That's a classic, lane.
Absolutely.
To what's going on. But like sometimes artists get it twisted and they just don't think they're relevant. Or they want to pretend they're relevant in the bigger conversation, and you're just not.
That's
when
because
you
we
have to
gas.
be that, you
Yeah,
know?
because I think a lot of media outlets gas these artists. Like I feel like it's a responsibility that comes with being on certain platforms. So if you're on the cover of a magazine or you're getting certain looks, it's a responsibility with that. And a lot of these artists get gassed by, I'm not gonna hit the outlets, but they big
see
them up bigger
themselves,
than
they
they
see
what they
themselves
are.
on a site next to Jay-Z, Eminem.
So what's
and they
relevant
think
and
they're
what's
on that
irrelevant?
level.
Because you look at a lot of artists that think they are relevant and they're not selling records. The record sales are down. I mean, and selling not a lot of
Well, I
records
think
at
it's
all.
impact on culture. I think that Big Sean didn't do great numbers. So I think that he kind of missed the ball with what he pulled off as an example. But I think that if you're 2 Chainz, he finds a way to stay relevant. You know what I mean? Like even though his numbers.
What
weren't
about
great,
Nelly? Let's say
he still
Nelly, for
impacts
instance.
culture.
Nelly's
He's
still-
struggling. He's been on
But
decline.
Nelly's still a prominent figure.
That's
though.
like the classic lane, like you just spoke about.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
Nelly's been trying to come back, and he's been on a decline the last couple albums. So it's like the fact that this album didn't do great isn't shocking because he's not.
But
been
that
at his
record, I'm a
apex.
Dream, was like his biggest record that he had like a year or 2 ago. That was like his biggest.
Nah, that was
single.
longer than 2 years.
That was about 2 years ago. The
No, it
record,
seemed a
I
little
Just
longer.
a Dream.
And he got
This
some
was because
records on
we was
there.
up here. So it had to be
That-
about 2
that-
years ago.
Wasn't that off the album before this one?
Nah,
Yeah,
I remember
that
it was big on
It was a big
pop station,
crossover record.
and we was here.
Yeah, but not really impacting hip hop. I mean, that's kind of the
still
judgment that we
hip-hop
took.
artists.
We're into like you guys. We're into like impacting and influencing our culture. And I feel like we do that the best. I feel like you guys do a great job of that, and that's why we're here. Like, and I feel like that, Nelly is obviously his pedigree speaks for itself. Like, but it's hard to stay relevant and in that conversation, the bigger conversation, and stay at the top.
Absolutely.
But I think it's been a great year for hip hop. Like, I think that we
I think,
never had.
I think it's another golden era.
Yeah,
I told you this last time.
and I agree.
really
I
feel
don't
that
know
way.
calling it the golden era, but I think that you got OGs that are relevant, like Jay and M and Nas and guys like that are still relevant. You have the new generation. You have this Drake Kendrick debate. You have all Cole, Wale. Like you have these young gunners that are building something too. Like
see-
so. We're in
Do
a
you
good
think
space.
Drake should respond to Kendrick?
No.
He has to.
I mean,
Why not?
Because he needs to show that he's his. It's like the Jay Nas debate. Like people are just gonna think Kendrick's better because they view him as more pure hip hop and he's not going for the much commercial success. Drake doesn't get credit for his resume, like his canon of.
Because he don't rap
saying-
enough. He's
No,
too
but he
busy
does his
singing.
bars.
That's
But his
but
bars
that's
is
kind of how
sharp,
he
though.
came
His
into the
bars
game,
is
though,
sharp.
Charlemagne. At the same time,
His hit
he really
making-
hasn't changed.
His hit making and
He has
dominance
to
on
come back.
radio
That's-
for
this
years.
is hip hop. This is what hip hop is
that's
about.
bullshit.
Drake
This
should
is what
do a
bullshit.
singing
It's the
response.
LL Cool J. You go from Nas,
It's
you
the
go from
Jay-Z
Jay-Z.
approach. Jay respond when you're ready to respond.
But you
don't
can't
have to
ignore
jump to
Jay.
it.
But Jay couldn't
He's
ignore
not
Nas
ignoring
the
it.
same way Drake can't ignore Kendrick. You can't ignore
Jay-Z
Kendrick.
said, Jay-Z responded to damn near everybody that ever took a shot at him.
It was a moment. It was a moment
Everybody.
around
But
that.
he took his time with it.
in a song. I mean, he did it to sell records. He always put it on his album.
So
Around
watch
that
Drake do it right now. Watch Drake put out a freestyle
Because
dissing
it's
Kendrick.
hip-hop.
He doesn't think Kendrick's whack, so why should he diss Kendrick?
Yeah, but you know
Nobody thinks Kendrick's whack. Drake knows Kendrick's dope. Drake put Kendrick on tour. Like, he co-signed when it was on his album, one of his big records he's on it. So why would he make a record saying Kendrick's whack? Or you can't touch him?
Oh, you don't gotta
No,
say
nobody said he has to say he's
Nobody
whack.
said he's
Nobody has to
boy,
say
like-
that he's whack. But he said things in interviews that you could tell his feelings are really hurt.
Yeah,
Do
it
you
sounded
think
all sensitive, like, oh my God, nobody's gonna work with Kendrick now. Who's gonna stand by Kendrick
didn't sound
now?
like
Yes,
that.
he did.
No, he didn't.
Who's
Do you
gonna stand
think
by
that-
Kendrick
do you think
now?
that these-
Kendrick is dope, but Drake is the number one guy right
He's
now.
really not.
Do you think
No,
that these artists
no,
got
he's
Number
not.
one then. Kendrick's number one.
To
With
me-
Alec came out last fall.
To me, I think
Drake
this
is
is the
not
best
Drake's
out.
number
Drake is
one
the
right
guy
now.
right now.
I
Drake
think
got
Kendrick
the
is the
belt
best
right
out.
now. And you know this when you got the belt. When Jay had the belt, he didn't go tip for
I don't know
tat
if
with
he was
everything.
saying
Y'all better not
Drake
switch
has
up when
the
Kendrick
belt.
come out with his sophomore album.
No, we will
Kendrick-
switch up. Then he'll take the belt. Like,
Listen,
that's
no,
the
you
point.
can't.
Change it.
No.
If he delivers, we're talking right now. Right now in hip hop, this mother day,
As of
Drake
today.
is number one.
I don't
Drake
think
is
so.
It changes. It changes.
It's
When
a
Good Kid
close
came
one.
out, Kendrick
I
had
see.
the belt.
What are y'all gauging this on? Like, what are y'all criteria for being number one right now?
We think everything.
I mean, think about it, when you
Well,
go
I
to
think
sh-
they're also saying because Drake has an album out right now that just came out.
But
so
they both got the
currently-
same
album
records
with
on radio.
multiple records
They
that
both got
impact.
multiple records on radio.
on
Yeah.
the streets,
And it's
the
crazy
clubs.
that they both got multiple records in the streets.
But Drake's been dominating radio for years. His canon of hits puts him on a level way above Kendrick career-wise. But I understand you want to say Kendrick's dope and it's his moment. He's a new sensation. But Drake isn't getting the respect that his resume
Yeah, Drake
is up
don't get a
here.
lot of respect,
Like,
though.
look at this resume in terms of number one hit records and dominance on radio. You hate this because you've been playing his records for like 3 years, 3 or 4 years in a row.
I just never
He's
really been a fan
dominating
of him.
radio.
Yeah, he
This
has
guy's
been-
been
he has been
dominating
dominating radio for a
radio.
while.
He did-
So why
dominates a lot
do
of
we act like that
different
doesn't mean
platforms,
nothing? That means a lot. That's what
Not act
everybody
like
wants.
that doesn't mean anything. But you know, is I look at Kendrick Lamar's influence on the culture. To me, he has a stronger influence than Drake does.
He's bringing back rap. He's bringing back
No.
bars.
Drake got bars too, though.
No, but Kendrick is making
He's
people
the
say, yo, I
counter.
want to be a pure spitter again.
Envy, you know how it is. It's the Jay Nas debate. No matter what you say, the more Jay's accomplishments actually take away from it, that people are just gonna say Nas is the greatest.
Jay and
but
Nas
how do you say that Nas
Jay
is the
and-
greatest over Jay-Z?
Jay and
How?
Nas had more influence on the culture. Like people like Drake's records, they like Kendrick's records, but Jay-Z was able to wear button-up shirts and made a whole
Absolutely.
industry change.
Nobody wants to be Drake.
Yeah, but there's people
You know,
that
you know what I mean? He was
Nobody
able to-
wants to
No, some people say
light skin. They don't count. They're not,
Nah, he connects.
No.
no, he connects to this
He
new
told you to
generation.
start driving 4.0s, and people was not driving 4.0s anymore. Where Range Rover itself stopped making 4.0 and
But
called
we
it
really don't
HSCs.
have an artist
but
of
Envy,
that
you know
kind of
this,
caliber
but-
right
but
now.
Envy,
that-
Envy,
that-
what I'm
We don't
we don't have
saying
lifestyle
culture.
rappers right now. Like,
Yes,
But
you do.
What I'm saying is that there's
Kendrick,
cats
A$AP
beyond all that
Rocky.
are going to say Nas is greater than Jay. Who's the greatest all time? There's cats that we from Queens. There's cats that no matter what Jay does, Nas is greater
But
than Jay.
even Nas,
But that
Nas had
doesn't even
influence
add
when
up.
Nas put a half moon in his house and had grown men wearing half moons in their head.
Is Nas
Like,
greater
it was that
than
type
Jay?
of influence.
Is Nas greater than
In
Jay?
my opinion, I think Jay-Z is greater than Nas.
Yes. But you understand the people that say
far as-
Nas is greater.
It's lyrical. I like Nas, but as far as what Jay-Z has
That's
done
the
to the
Kendrick
culture,
Drake
be able-
debate.
When it comes to Drake,
And Drake may not represent the things you like about the new generation, like their emotions, their feelings, the texting.
He's the voice of the bitch ass
He's the
nigga.
voice.
Texting.
He's the voice.
He's
No,
the
no.
voice of the bitch ass nigga, Elliot.
No, the way we communicate now.
Just
is how we
say it,
communicate.
YN. He's the voice
it's
of the
not a
bitch ass.
It's
He's
like
not-
how
he's
it
not-
is.
He's
It's
not.
the
He's
life
not.
how
He's
it is.
not.
Okay,
He's
let's
the
stop
voice
this
of the
right
bitch
now.
ass.
Parliament is very biased.
Yeah, he's
against-
biased, but I mean Drake. I'm not gonna.
No matter what, no matter what, and I say
Drake
this.
based off this.
No matter what, Drake has big hit
Drake hated
records.
me because of you? What happened?
Drake is a great artist.
You did. I was.
and you
back
took
in
the
day.
flag for it.
I took the heat. I took a hit for Charlamagne. with
Nah,
that.
Drake is
But we
busy,
got that.
hands down. He's nice. I mean, and I'm not like with Charlamagne. He like this is his life. If he likes singing and likes rapping, that's what he does. I
You
can't
gonna
knock
come
him.
around
And I
give it
love
up
his
to Drake,
music.
right? You gonna
No,
come around.
listen,
You gonna come around.
I think
He's not
when he
coming around. He can't
raps,
come
he's
around.
one of the dopest rappers,
He
if
is.
not the dopest.
He
I
is.
even,
He's rapping more on this album.
I even said
Have
when
you
the-
heard this album?
No, I would never do that in my life.
Oh, my
They-
I-
So then you can't talk about it. Oh my
Listen,
gosh.
I even said that when Kendrick did Control verse, the only person who could respond to Kendrick was Drake. He's the only person.
Nothing was the same.
Well, I don't
No,
think.
say it's a great
I don't think that there's any. I don't think that there's
But then you
anything
can't
wrong with
debate it. You're
rapping
not
and
listening to the
singing.
cool.
How does something wrong with
There's
rapping
nothing.
and
There's
singing?
nothing wrong with that.
Ja
Nothing
Rule
at
made a
all.
career out of it.
And 50 destroyed him, and Kendrick can do the same thing. And you know what Josh said? Josh
can't destroy
said
Drake right
his
now.
problem is he should have struck back sooner. He
Drake
waited
is-
too long to clap back.
Drake-
Remember he
no.
said that?
50
Yes,
had
he
the
did.
torch, 50 had the torch.
No.
Anybody can do
Drake
it.
got that heat.
Josh said he should
Nobody
have. Josh said he
can
should have
do it.
replied sooner.
He said he didn't because Irv was going through the whole court stuff and he
Yeah.
didn't want to make
But
it
why
hot.
did 51? 51 because he had incredible records, just like Drake, a canon of records. Like it wasn't about one song. It's like Drake had. You go
Yeah,
to the club,
multitude
they're
records.
playing multiple records from this Drake album that are rocking the club.
I think 50, yeah,
If
50
every month-
did
And
win
50
because of that, but I think
exposed him.
also because Ja never came back. Ja just became mute. And it
Ja
came,
had-
it came
Ja-
out
hold
the
the
blue.
Blood in My
Heart album.
How long did it
That
take?
was 2 years
It took
later.
2 years
No,
later.
no,
It
no.
took 2 years later. You
No, the
remember all
backlash-
those
the
50 Cent
backlash-
records and them
The
street
backlash
mixtapes and all
was
that?
kicking in. Murder Inc. got a hell of a run. Them was
And why did he have backlash?
Everybody had a run
Because people
Ja-
was tired of
people
Ja
won.
singing,
Yeah.
and now it's going to be the same thing with Drake. Why? People going to be tired of that sensitive ass singing
All right,
stuff.
I can't
Kendrick
listen to
going to come
Charlamagne
back
talk
with
about
another
Drake
real
anymore.
hip hop album,
He
and
doesn't
y'all
even
going to
listen
jump
to the
back on
album.
Kendrick.
I myself having to
Have a
defend
muffin,
Drake.
man.
But you know what? But I will say this
Listen to what was the saying.
about Kendrick. What I like about Kendrick is the fact that he really goes against what other people are doing. Like you see the way that he dresses and
Absolutely.
everything.
Absolutely.
He's like, he made other people be like, I don't care about name brands. I don't
care about
this.
jewelry. I
I'm
don't
just
care about
going
none of
on
that.
stage."
That's
Like,
Kendrick's dope.
And a lot of
Kendrick
people
is
The whole
dope.
follow that.
Kendrick's a
TDE, the whole
beast.
TDE fam is
Kendrick
dope. I
doesn't-
think J-Rock is
Kendrick
the best.
doesn't
but-
drink. He doesn't smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't care what he dresses
bit.
like.
We team Kendrick, man. We
I
team
fucks with
Kendrick.
too, man.
Can't you be T Drake and T Kendrick?
Yeah,
No.
you could like both of them.
I'm Team Drake and
You don't
Kendrick. I
have
like
to-
both of
Yeah,
them
they're both
individuals.
they're great
You
for the
on
culture.
Tragic Mulatto.
I think it's crazy.
Not
how
about both,
Kendrick-
but they both get busy. They both get busy.
But it's
Yeah, they
crazy
do.
how Kendrick's kind of passed like J. Cole and Wale and that new generation to be like the biggest competition to Drake because people thought it was Cole. It was going to be Cole.
It still
back
is
then.
Cole. Got a hell
You
of
think
a
above Kendrick?
right now. King's
Nah, I see
I
Condom
mean,
and
Cole's in the
debate.
conversation too. Like this is really like who's the best MC? Biggie, Jay, Z,
No,
Nas.
the new generation.
only
It's
problem
J.
with
Cole,
generation-
Wale, Kendrick.
The only
Absolutely.
problem with
I mean,
Drake
J.
is
Cole,
like-
Kendrick, and what's the
To hear
like,
Drake
get
say,
made?
"Oh, I
Harvard.
can't go back at him. That's not what I'm gonna do." People work. That hurts my heart because see, for me, hip hop was a warrior sport. I can never hear Jay saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna go back at Nas." No, he's going back. He didn't went back at anybody from the smallest individual who 50 Cent,
Mino.
who had that. Yeah, anybody.
Seen your fat
Mino.
ass jumping out of
See what I'm
cannons
saying?
before.
Because it's a sport. It's a sport. Same thing with us. It don't matter who you want to
Remember
go
when,
at.
hits.
remember when
Yeah.
Jay wanted to fight
It's also
Nas in that
hits.
pay-per-view fight?
Yes, it's a sport. They warriors. Hip hop is warriors.
That was a personal conflict.
Yeah.
That's
Mino
baby,
wasn't no
that's baby
personal
mamas.
thing.
That's
He ain't no
nothing.
Mino.
That's the
YN,
thing.
you
It's
know
crazy.
Drake has to respond for the sport.
He
Even
is.
he got
He's
Erykah
got-
Badu tweeting, yo, you gotta reply. This is hip hop, dog. You got Erykah Badu telling you that? Come
It's a
on,
good-
man.
You want him to make. My thing is
should
he's
hit a
gonna,
J
he's gonna draw
Electronica.
sublims back. It's hip hop.
When he
Niggas
went
draw
at 50,
sublims.
50 wasn't even really
Do you want
popping
a
at the
whole
time.
record?
About a
You want
dollar with
whole-
the FS
like,
50
how does
Cent.
he look if he step out? He made a whole record. He's not gonna make a whole record. He'll draw some
Give him some
sublims
bars.
back.
Yeah,
That's
give him
all.
some
Give him some
bars.
Yeah, give him a
He
verse.
does
Give him a
some
verse.
back.
And
Give
I
him
think
some
he should.
bars.
And I do think he should sing it. That would be dope.
Shut up, yeah.
You ain't
Yo, he
about that
spanked Common though, and
life.
that stayed scheming though. Common ain't been the same since.
Nah, Common's album was fire. Stop
No,
playing.
but he deaded it though. He deaded
they
it.
they made peace, but that Common
He
album was
deaded it.
fire.
If that verse was about Common, he absolutely
He deaded him.
murdered him.
He did.
In
We
the
was
first
there.
two
Were you there?
bars.
We was there.
The first two bars.
He deaded him. And
That album's still hot.
Common deaded Ice Cube. So don't underestimate. Underestimate Drake. Don't underestimate Drake, man.
No, listen, Drake
Don't
has
underestimate
bars.
him.
When he
And
actually
Kendrick knows
raps,
too. That's what's great about it.
I just want Drake to go at
Kendrick
Charlamagne
knows.
again on the song and immortalize him. Okay.
listen, Drake has balls. He's one of the best when he actually
What did Drake
raps.
call you, Charlamagne, in that interview?
A nerd.
A nerd.
He goes to a
Keep it.
Now that hurt my feelings. A nerd calling me a nerd hurt my feelings, dog.
Oh man, Drake's a good guy.
With
How
some
you not
nerd.
gonna listen to the album? You have to listen to the
That was
album.
dope.
I've
Drake
heard
is-
the album. I just wouldn't. I know I have heard the album.
Stop being a
No,
hater.
I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. But
You
I
really think that
You
was
like
not
that
good?
joint?
I never said it was like.
Where'd you get that
I'm,
from?
just,
Here, bye.
I'm not into his singing. When he sings, it throws me off. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. I like when he raps.
You don't sing Hold On, We Go Home?
Never.
You know when
You
that song
crazy?
come on in the
You love
club,
big-
you shuffle a
love
little.
Big pop
Stop
records,
it.
big hits. Like you love. You sing Katy
I-
Perry. You
I-
love big records. How you gonna front to make a record like
You
Hold
love
On? It's a big
Miguel.
record.
I
You
don't
love
like
big
Hold
records.
On. You know what Hold On is? That's what you tell a stripper when you're trying to save her out the club. You a good girl and you know it. You act so different around me. Get the fuck out of here.
He knows all the lyrics.
That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate save a whole record.
Okay, Charlamagne, act
man.
like you don't be saving these hoes. You know how many jobs Charlamagne done got? Some
I
of these.
see him with a W2 over there.
Yeah.
It's actually a W9.
Stop it. Cut it out. The problem is you two are very similar, and that's what it is.
You
Yeah,
and Drake are
right.
very similar.
Not on my worst day.
I try to squash this beef with
We're gonna
Drake and
squash
Charlamagne.
We're gonna have to
I'm
Farrakhan
trying,
this.
but I don't
I don't
know.
have a beef. It's just that I don't understand why I just cannot be a fan of somebody. I'm just not into what he does.
Okay. All right, let's move on.
That's it.
All right, well, wrap
Do
it
you
up.
think Drake is? Hold on, B-Dot. Do you think Drake is the best out right now?
Yeah, I think Yeah, him and Jay, yeah, definitely.
Jay don't count. You gotta
Rapper.com,
stop. Jay
check the
don't
charts.
count. Jay's immortalized.
Yo,
No,
yeah,
Jay's still competing though. That's not hip hop.
Can you please let B-Dot salvage his relationship with Jay-Z?
Jay came back and
I just got a
spanked these
text
young
right
boys.
now.
Right.
He's
Tom
spanked Drake
Ford,
with KKK.
like I think what's the hottest joint right now? I think it's Fuck With Me, You Know I Got It.
That
What's the
joint's
hottest joint right now?
Absolutely.
That's the hottest
But
joint
you know
right
what?
now. Rap
But
Radar.
you know-
Who's saying that? Nobody's saying that.
But you know what?
Rapradar.com saying it.
No, we all been saying that with me. I know
Nobody
I got
says
her.
it. Where you can you
The
go?
three
to really
biggest
see
records
that?
out right now is Rich Homie Quan, Versace, Drake, and
For Me, You Know I Got It.
Absolutely.
But you know what?
No,
You
this
know,
is
you know
Drake
why
verse.
Jay is immortalized? Because Jay can never be whack. Nobody's opinion of Jay will ever change.
Right.
He's immortalized.
No,
Like,
you got to keep competing though. Now people would say that Magna Carta was whack. It's good. It's got good.
Good album.
If it was whack, would say that.
I
Niggas
think-
say Hov should hang it up. It hurts my heart. Hov's the man. Like he
People
had to
love
deliver
listen.
again.
People love to hate, and
I
people
think
love.
Yeezus is whack, but I don't think Ye's whack.
I agree.
I
No,
think
Yeezus isn't whack.
No, Yeezus is
terrible.
trash.
Yeezus is good.
You trying to get a
Half
crown
of
interview?
it's good.
I
I did come around. I like half of Yeezus' album.
Half of Yeezus.
No, half. I like a lot of songs on the album, but it's not his classic level. No, it's
No,
one
not
of
at
his.
all.
It's one of his worst albums in terms of how great his catalog is. But there is some on there, and he was smart. He made the right moves to stay relevant to culture by playing the OVO Fest, taking Kendrick on tour. Kanye's doing the OG moves and staying relevant, and he made the right moves strategically and doing some press. Like,
So what do you think
he
about
made the
Kanye
right
and all the
moves.
stuff that he's doing with the Preston?
I mean,
he's only doing that because his album's whack.
yeah, I mean that Zane Lowe shit. He had an agenda. He wanted to basically break down how he's mad that the fashion world won't give him that lane and give him a co-venture.
What about him screaming at paparazzi and all that and yelling and
he's trying to change the laws. I think he's going about it in the wrong way. I think the nigga needs security. Like you can't regulate everything yourself. Like you look ridiculous. Like you got
You
a
don't
lot of
think that
money. Like you need to smacking motherfuckers around. They gotta feel like they can't run up on you. Like you have to have real security.
You don't
can't-
think that
you
Kanye
can't be
loves the
sole
attention?
protector of
He
all
loves
but you
attention.
don't
your
have
woman
to
and
do
your
that.
child.
You ever see
right.
Jay-Z with security?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you
talking
talking about,
about?
Envy?
Wait, but a lot of times you see Jay-Z
No,
out,
he runs on the humble. You
and
right.
it just be him and Tata.
You right.
And paparazzi
It's
come
a
and you
pepper
see
spray.
Jay-Z
Niggas don't
wild
feel
out.
like they can run up on Hov like that.
Right, but holds a different personality.
Exactly.
Nobody-
Yeah, you feel like you can because he likes the attention and you're gonna get that emotional response from him, like Angela said. He likes the attention, so you're gonna get like you can approach Kanye, like and feel like you can run up on him. And what's he gonna do? And anything he does is crazy. People are gonna make a big deal out of it. It's gonna be a headline. That's why you can't fade and beat up every paparazzi motherfucker. Like that's dumb. Like, what are you proving? Like, but if this is on your property, like you have to have real security to protect you and your woman and your child.
I would have shot him.
Listen, nobody can make you angry without your consent. Kanye allows the paparazzi to make him angry. I see Jay-Z walk, paparazzi takes pictures, Jay just waves and keeps it moving. Kanye stops,
No, but
mean
he's-
mugs, get out my face, I'm gonna fight you. You don't have to do all
It's
that.
actually don't talk to me.
That's corny.
No conversation. No
That's
conversation.
corny.
No conversation.
Ever.
No
Then he
conversation.
runs over and grabs the camera. It's like who does all that?
That's corny, dog.
Crazy.
That's corny. He causes a lot of this on
He wants to
himself.
regulate it. I mean, he married more. I mean, not married. His girl is the poster girl of that world. So it's like he's in it on a higher level, and like he wants to feel like he can regulate it and change the laws. And paparazzi can't get away with these photos without paying the artists and change. You know, that's a long game he's trying to play. At the end of the day, though, you still have to have security, and you can't regulate everything yourself. I think he looks silly trying to regulate everything himself. It's
All
like,
right,
dog, where's your security? Like, at least have somebody with you in it, like dealing with the situation. Like,
All right,
stop trying to
Elliot.
monitor everything
Bida,
yourself.
who do you guys think is the best female rapper right now?
This chick named 3D Not T. She's from New Orleans.
Nicki
yeah,
Minaj.
yeah, dope.
Nicki
Nah,
She's,
Minaj
Nicki
is
Minaj
number
is
one.
whack.
I mean,
Nicki
besides
Minaj
Nicki
is
Minaj,
number
she's
one.
already
She can't rap.
established. Forget.
established.
We're not talking
Knock
about
it off,
Nicki.
Bida.
We're talking about.
She's number one.
Listen, I don't.
Can't rap.
Bida
Come
just
on,
said Nicki
B-Dot.
Minaj can't rap. Are you
Nicki
crazy?
Minaj
She
can't rap.
but she has
You
a
all want
moment.
The views of
Yeah,
we
she
do not
can't
necessarily
rap.
reflect those.
Crown
of
series.
Hollywood.
Listen, Nicki Minaj
Nicki
has
come
some.
to
She
crown,
has,
girl. Nicki come to crown.
she has her moments, but there's a lot of times it's like you roll your eyes at some of the lines that she says. Man.
You can
Come
say a
on,
lot
let's be
about
honest.
Nicki, but Nicki
No, you
not being
want
able
the
to
old
rap
Nicki
is
back.
not one
Like,
of
I never
them.
was
he wants that purist. He
I'm
wants
not
that
a purist,
old,
I
he
just
wants
like
that
good music. Is that so
mixtape
wrong?
Nicki. He wants the mixtape
Nicki
Nicki.
can
bars
rap.
that,
Nicki
you
can
know.
rap her
She
ass
listen.
off.
Nicki can
Her
rap.
ass off.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Hands
Play
down,
rap.
Nicki
Are you
can
saying
rap.
she can't rap, or you want the old rap back?
Listen, I think
Or
her
you think
bars
she
can be
can't do it?
improved. I think her bars.
You
can
didn't like
improve.
Monsterverse?
That one, everyone goes back to the monster verse. It's like I just got
Monsterverse
one
is a
black
game
friend. You know what I
changer.
mean?
That was
Just
a game changer.
I
what
like
about
the-
everything since then?
I like the verse on Itty Bitty
I like her verse on Meek Mill's mixtape on the
You
Dope
lying,
Dealer
man. That
record.
joint was whack.
Her verse is
You talking
good.
about the joint on the Meek
The
Mill?
Dope Dealer.
What
Not
about the other?
not the I Beyond That. The
Yeah,
other
when she was
one,
like,
Dope
I'm
Dealer.
lying.
Her verse on
Come
Dope
on, man.
Dealer is good.
Come
It's
on,
really
man.
You
good.
can't really hate on Nicki Minaj. She's been
Who
very
said-
successful.
See, why has it got to be hate?
No, I'm just saying.
Nicki is
I would
There
not
you
say
go.
that she can't.
When I talk about
But
that, that's
what-
how I feel.
You
Why I
listen
gotta
to
be
the
hate?
album.
Young
But
Money.
when,
I
I,
did
but when
Young
I'm
Money
saying,
name.
but when I'm saying best female rapper, I don't mean
All
Nicki
right,
because
just
she's
right now.
already. Yeah, I'm
Right,
talking
you
about
mean
up
up
and
and
coming.
coming.
Up and
You
coming.
like up and
Okay,
comers.
there's a chick named 3D Nazi, Dutch Rebel. I like L'Oreal. So those
Well,
three.
Rhapsody,
You know who really is the
Rhapsody
dopest up and
good.
comer?
Rhapsody, Knife Wonder's actor's cool.
You know who's the dopest up and comer, but nobody's paying attention to her?
Who?
Snow.
Nah,
Snow the
she's
Product?
nah.
No,
She, nah,
Snow is dope.
I listen to some of her joints. Not for me, man.
Snow is
I
dope.
can't get jiggy with it yet.
That's how I feel about Drake.
Nah, but you hate on Drake's.
Now why I gotta be hate?
No, you hate.
Let me know it's come back.
See?
You might be obsessed with Drake. It might be an obsession.
No, I just want people to understand where I'm coming from.
No, I'm
sometimes.
gonna keep it real. The reason that Charlamagne doesn't like Drake is because he knows that Drake has an issue with him and doesn't like him. It makes him not like him even more.
No, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
going through that.
I've been not
you
liking
get
Drake
past
for a
that
long
shit,
Now, there was a
right?
bad rumor that Charlamagne talked about Drake's mom, and that ain't true.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
messed
You want to
up.
clear that up?
I never did that, but no.
Yeah, we never did. No, we heard that, but he didn't talk about
But
it.
Snow's
Drake's mom.
dope though.
No. Okay.
You like white artists.
I mean, I like
Katy
Snow.
Perry
we
coming
can
back to crush the
Also,
game? Katy Perry gonna win?
Katy might go do $1 million in a week probably.
But there's a
gonna shut
lot
the game
of
down?
but there's a lot of dope artists out that just aren't getting the exposure. I think. But
All right, bring him down.
Especially not on
Tell me
Rap
that.
Radar.
okay, take the
Nah.
time to
Tell
shout
him
out
that.
360.
Nah, he's dope.
Take
He's dope. I mean, he's dope. But there's a
Queen.
lot of
Left
artists just
360.
like. But that's I think basically because of the DJs, though. In my opinion, like they're just not doing what they're supposed to.
Uh-oh, here we go. Let's go. Who? Let's
But
go.
then you can throw that.
talk
Hold
about
on,
it.
you
Look,
can throw that back on the websites too, though.
Why?
I'm saying.
Because I don't see 3D Naughty post on Rap Radar.
She's there.
Not as much as
No, she's there.
as the guys that are popping and got
Yeah,
records out.
she gets
It's a
coverage on the
mainstream
site.
site, baby. It's a
No,
mainstream
she gets
site.
coverage on the site.
You wouldn't
Pretty
give her a
heavily.
Crown interview.
No, because I couldn't sell tickets yet with her to fill the mother up.
You know what?
I gotta
It's
sell
so
right,
funny.
though.
It's so funny when these new artists come up, and I remember to get on the radio and to get on the mixtape, it took a lot. It just wasn't I do a couple of things and all of a sudden I'm there. Do you know how long it took Fabulous to get on a Clue mixtape?
But he got on there
And
eventually.
how long
though.
And
did
they
it
put
take?
you
But
at the
no,
end. They put
No,
you
no,
like
but
at
no.
number
And then what
20.
number
Wait a
was
second,
your
wait a
Clue mixtape when he
second.
started?
Clue was on the backstage album in '98.
Number 24, but this all these artists. All
was
these
on the
artists.
album.
You can name. You could do Action Bronson. You could do
But you're
all
not
these
playing
artists that
his
are brand
music.
new. Yeah, we do play Action Bronson. I don't play it every day, but I do play it. I do a morning show
Drop
or 6 to
kick,
10 where we
Martin
play hits for
Daddy.
people.
Okay.
If I was
Hit
doing a
you with the
midnight
drop
show
kick.
or afternoon show where I could play mix
Right.
show, I could play more of that.
Right.
But I still squeeze a lot of that I'm not supposed to squeeze in.
Go ahead,
Because I
Abby.
like the music.
But it's all about the consistency of the artist.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
A
'Cause
lot
you
of these
can't-
artists don't have consistency.
A lot of them don't have music too, but I think the DJ just isn't doing their job what they used to do in terms of finding the new artists and breaking them. I think people like Charlamagne, like you said, he said, you're not on a website like that, but I don't think it's all about the website because when you're in the club, when you're in the car, when you're out and about, the website isn't there. Rap Radar isn't in your.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Truth to the matter is, a lot of these artists just don't deserve the looks because they're not working.
Not at all.
Not like,
And they're not
just be
working.
keeping one with them. Like,
And it's more than just putting something on World Star or just putting something on YouTube and expecting the DJ to find it. When DJs were out promoting, when you look at Action Bronson, a lot of them artists, they are at the clubs every night with their managers giving me CDs. They are
I've
in
never
front
seen
of the
a lot of
Action
them
radio
Bronson.
station.
I've
They
never
are
seen
in front of
Action
the
Bronson in the club in my life.
I never have.
I've never met Action
Action
Bronson.
Bronson people's out all the time.
okay.
I've seen them in Queens here and there, but I'm just talking about in terms of the music. Some artists just don't make the music that's suitable for the club or necessarily the radio, but the DJ, I think, it has a responsibility to find and break new artists too.
All right,
think
now
the
let me
artists
ask
have
you, who
responsibility
at
to
Rap
find a
Radar, who would
DJ.
you guys take credit for breaking?
I mean, not necessarily breaking, but
By really helping out their career early on.
Macklemore,
We
of
don't,
course.
I don't think we help her. I think like 2 Chainz is a great example. Like he was always credible in Titty Boy, and like I know
Yeah.
you was up on the shit earlier. Like, but when we co-sign it, we help make it bigger. That's what I feel like our
Yeah,
role
'cause,
is.
like-
we don't discover it, but once we co-sign it, it seems to take off even more and get bigger and bigger. Like with Spend It was starting to bubble, and we got behind him and we did a show at SOBs with him. 2 Chainz was out of here from that point on, like, and it was no longer like
You
he's
did that
here.
show at the
we
Breakfast
just
Club and SOBs. That's
Exactly.
But what I'm
That's
saying
right.
too, like,
Exactly.
It was us too.
but like with like Macklemore, I went to his
No,
show
but he broke
and.
national after that. And there was no
Yeah, he
turning
did.
back.
No,
There was
he
no
absolutely
turning
did.
back. There was no turning back.
But remember
after
when
that
I went to the Macklemore show when we came back? I was like, "Yo, this guy has a sold out show."
Yeah, he
and
called
and I knew
Macklemore
of it. I
early.
was like,
He
"Yo, what's
called
going on?" I
Macklemore
went to
early.
the show. I was crazy, and I came back to Elliott, and then we just started supporting him ever since then.
B. Dot definitely called Macklemore.
Meek Mill.
Meek
too.
Mill,
Yeah.
Meek Mill. I remember tweeting, "Why isn't Meek Mill getting played on New York
He had
radio?"
Rose Red,
He had
right?
Rose Red
Yeah.
remix. No DJ was playing it here in New York. I was like, "What's going on?" And then,
But you saw him at Homecoming. He
I
did a
saw him at
Homecoming to tour
Delaware
it down.
State.
Yeah, Delaware State
Mac
Homecoming.
Miller, Frank Ocean. You remember when Future was buzzing a little bit, and then
Oh yeah, Nova Came.
Nova
record.
Came. I
We
heard
told
that record.
Def
I was
Jam,
like,
Nova
this is a
Came.
hit.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Little something.
I mean, I could be laying on. I think I should.
No, but I think that's a misconception. We're not really trying to. We're not a new site. We're not new in the game. We're not trying to break you like break a new artist. We're trying to like document the biggest things and most important things to our culture. And if we start co-signing a local thing, like, Rich Homie Quan is a good example. Like you said, it's a local thing, and then it breaks national. And then you're going to see it more and more on Rap Radar. You're going to see us discussing it more, and it's in the bigger conversation. Like, I feel like that's what our role is. Like, we're clear on what our role is. You still have, like, other sites that are more underground sites and artists should get on those sites first, make a noise, and then we're like, okay, who's this kid? He's
Maybe you can
bubbling,
get a Rap
you know?
Radar Underground site.
Yeah,
I thought about that, launching that.
Do you ever get hate
counter
like
it.
from like other radio personalities and DJs? Like, do they call the labels and be like, "Yo, why Elliot getting a Drake interview before anybody on?"
Oh
our
yeah,
station?
everybody's competitive. Yeah. Or they try to even pit me against you. They pit everybody against everybody. Because I think the lines are crossed now. People on the internet, they want great content, whether it's like me doing a Crown or your interview, or if it's any kind of thing, television interview. Like, they want great content. So I think we're all lumped together, and then they'll say, you know, your interviews are better than mine, and mine are better than yours. Like, it's competition. I think it's great. I think it's great for the culture. I think that we've made impactful moments, especially this year, and the audience is more hungry than ever
I agree.
to get that. You know, like, they're gonna say, I saw the Kanye interview with Zane Lowe. I saw y'all Murder Inc. I saw Elliot's Crown. It was dope, and it's great for the culture.
I think it's
for
dope.
doing
I mean, personally, I think it's dope that websites and I don't even know. I wouldn't call you a blogger. You're not a blogger. You're bigger than a
Well,
blogger.
be that a blogger.
Yeah.
Be that you're
Am
not
I?
a blogger. Your personality. I think it's dope to see it come this far. You know what I mean?
Because he always says that Biggie line, hip hop is gonna take this far.
Yeah, I mean,
Never thought that hip hop would go this far. Like, you know,
I
it's
think
true.
it's dope.
So we just gonna pat ourselves in the
You're
back and say how great we are.
I used to work for Elliot at XXL. People forget that. Like, I
But
came.
now you're a blogger.
I guess.
Yo,
hey,
No, I'm
B-Dot
kidding.
used to
I'm
be
kidding.
the
B-Dot
means
used
to
to be
say
called
the
the
dumbest
black.
shit. We'd be like, oh, this nigga beat out the intern.
I was
This nigga-
passionate. I was a staff writer at the time.
It was
Same
the intern
thing.
first, no?
Nah,
You went right in as staff writer?
Straight from the leagues, man.
He said, "B, that used to say the dumbest."
He'd wait till the end of talking to me, and then he'd have an idea. We'd be like, oh,
I was
this nigga-
passionate, man. Y'all got lazy there, man. I was like, yo, I'm hungry. This is what needs to
But
happen.
how you think the web game looks right now? Where do we stand? Like, what sites you go up? Rap Radar? Who's our competition?
I mean,
now?
I've been
feel
going.
like a lot of sites fell off.
I mean, yeah, I do. Truthfully, and I tell Londell this every time he comes here. I think Rap Radar should be higher because for at least the past 3 years, Rap Radar's been my favorite hip hop site.
Yeah.
I've been telling you.
And where you go? I know you go every morning.
Checks in the
How
mail,
we
Reg.
looking?
I mean, of course I check Rap Radar every single morning. You know
but
that.
Who you think's winning? Who you think's out there doing it?
I mean, I check multiple different sites, but I also look on sites like Gossip. You know, I look at Rap Radar. The
I don't think they in
YBF.
your lane, though. Like,
So yeah, it's
bottom line,
a completely
yeah.
different thing. But when it comes to hip hop, like straight up pure hip hop, I always go on Rap Radar.
I think Rap Radar.
And I check SOHH. The only thing I think that makes me check a lot of other sites is because they'll have full articles. Rap Radar is more of it's quick. It's
Yeah,
like
we need
you know,
more original content thing. Well, you know, I wrote record reviews for the charts and the new stuff, but yeah, we're trying to like, you know, we're the masters of aggregation, so we're trying to make sure we, you know, can create more original content.
I think there's
to
a lane
balance
for
it out.
long form writing, but I think we live in an age where, like, kind of like Ange said, that people want it right now.
yeah, they want to
We
see it
got-
fast and quick.
You know what I mean?
I think Rap Radar is great for that because I can go scroll down and
Absolutely.
see everything real quick. But then you'll have the link to go to the full story.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I like about y'all too. I don't have to. Like, I know if I go to y'all, I'm not going for no rumors, no gossip. I'm gonna hear whatever record I want to hear. I'm gonna see whatever video I want to see. Watch whatever interview I want to watch.
Like
That's it.
I know if a new hip hop song just came out, I go to Rap Radar because I know it's gonna be on there first and foremost.
Yeah. You think still get lost on World Star Day?
I love World
But
Star.
everybody checks World Star.
If you don't go to World Star, you're lying.
The best
man.
time to get World Star is Monday. If you miss it over the weekend, you can see everything.
How about this turn
But
up
you
my
don't-
cable?
So
You
you
just
get a
get World
taste of that
Star.
ratchet, and then you
I-
get
I-
Rap Radar.
I
and
do
see what's
wish
going on.
World Star would take hip hop out the title though,
Why?
because that's not the hip hop
It's
culture.
I think it's just
Like,
more
well,
human interest things.
Yeah,
that they
exactly.
cover.
It should
It's
just be
Worldstar Entertainment.
worldstar.com.
Yeah,
That's
Worldstar
it.
Entertainment.
Well, it's too late. We know it is
Worldstar.com.
World Star hip hop. You know, what can you do?
Because I think it puts a negative connotation on hip hop.
So it's World Star,
With the
World Star,
imagery.
Rap Radar, Gossip. Anybody else? Is there a top five? Don't even put it in
Oh, my
order.
top 5 every day.
He
Rap,
likes the cousin. You I gotta
Rap-
know, baby. I gotta get
Rap
up.
Radar, World Star.
Power
I still-
105.1.
I still go to This Is 50.
Anthony TV.
And Vlad. I go to This Is 50 and Vlad. World Star, Rap Radar, This Is 50 Vlad.
I go to SOHH.
I go to
I go to SOHH. I go to
That's what it is.
yeah, I read that.
I see what
I
they're
like.
doing.
I do like their articles. Like if we do an interview, they'll actually. You don't even have to watch the whole thing. They'll write out what's in it. So
Yeah.
sometimes that's helpful for me when
Right,
I'm
for the pull
when-
quotes.
Miss Info does that too.
Yeah,
sometimes.
she's dope too.
I like Karen Civil too.
And shout out to
I like
Karen.
and Nicole Bitchy. Like I check a lot, but I check probably about 30 sites every morning.
It's just
Yeah.
some
No,
that
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just some that are top of the mind awareness, and some you have to say, "Oh, let me go see
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
they're doing."
I still
I
look at
go to
media. I
Rap
still look
Radar
at media takeout every
quick.
day.
But do you?
But I
feel
read
like
media-
some of those sites are kind of falling off a little bit, and I feel like we're still progressing. Like,
Yeah, no, you
know.
guys are definitely. I mean, the thing about a site like Rap Radar, it's not a gossip site. It's straight up like music.
News.
Yeah,
Straight
no
up
media
hip-hop.
takeout in a while. I
You
used
go
to be
on
on
Rap
radio.
Radar and you know what it is that you're getting. It's very focused.
Right. And we try to incorporate a little bit of our personalities into each post, with a little bit of wit. Elliot has a weird sense of humor.
Yeah.
You know, just in case you never noticed.
Is it weird?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I told internet personalities that a long time ago. That's gonna be the next wave, like, because the white people were on it early with Perez Hilton.
Yeah.
You know, they were becoming personalities.
Paul Rosenberg, he said that you should be like people miss your voice, and that's what part of launching Rap
Absolutely.
Radar is that.
And we
look
need
what
that
Perez
laugh.
Hilton is doing
We
now.
need that laugh.
Angela brought the laugh to the world, man. It's her fault. You don't like the
Can't
laugh, blame Angela. Blame her.
Word.
Well,
We out,
appreciate
baby.
you guys.
We out,
yeah,
baby.
we appreciate you guys joining us. You guys been here over 30 minutes now. It's enough now.
They wanted to
Always
beat
good
that.
conversation.
It felt like an ending, though.
They wanted to beat that Herb Gotti Ja Rule record.
Yeah, they was saying,
Shout out to Herb Gotti.
30 more
man.
minutes ago. We appreciate
IG.
you joining us. B. Dot.
Yes.
NewRapRadar.com, baby. Rap Radar.
I know we could talk to you guys all day, but you know we're not gonna.
Yeah, we got things to do.
We got to do this maybe once every couple months.
Word. I like that. What do you
That'll
think,
work.
Charlamagne? Bring
Listen
Drake up
to
here with
that
us.
Drake album, Charlamagne.
I did actually.
Again.
I heard it. No.
Lying.
I'm good.
I
It's
don't
the
want
Breakfast
to
Club.
If I
Good
listen
morning,
to it too much, I'll start lactating.
Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.